Hello. How are you? All right, that's is a bigger screen. Jeez. How are you? Torini, Cobra. All my stuff. This is interesting. How are you guys? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, Cobra. But my lips look a little dry. Okay, better. All right. I am doing well, but no, I don't have any coffee ready. All right, so I thought it'd be easy to start off with a reading. I'm flipping my deck and I came across one of my cards. Don't test me. So I thought maybe there'd be an opportunity to give some awareness, things we might want to be aware of for next week, to avoid being tested, unless you enjoy tests. And then after that, we'll take some questions. Now, along the way, if any of this connects, seriously, you want to take a direction, we can do that too. I will try to watch both screens. So everybody think of a number as you come in. You can give me one or two numbers. Let's see if your numbers come out. I don't know why I'm used to the camera being there, but it's there. So if I'm looking over here, it's because I forgot. No tests. Awareness. All right. So just so I can tell you what numbers I have, I see in my vision, I have 8, 10, 12, 17, 1, 13, 19, 2, 3, 2, 4, 14, 18. I see 20. 5 is popping at me right now, though. 5 is really standing out. All right. So right now, this is time to be aware of ourselves here and our luck with others. Maybe we want to be aware of how we interact with others. Things that are not being said. Okay. So, I see here's somebody needing to realize it's time to put some things down and pick up others. So this is, in this 10, I see somebody making a decision to come out of their heady thoughts. Somebody's really, really overthinking. Who picked 41? Cobra, 4 and 1 is here, facing the side right here. And 4 and 1 is here, and 14. 4 and 1 is here. Torini, 43. Your 43 is here and here in 2 dice. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. So somebody right here might want to move past the bullshit. Whether this is the bullshit in your head or the bullshit with others. This is us being in our head, realizing something wasn't as big as we thought. There's a cycle we realize we can break now. And we may be moving into a place where we are breaking it. So that is good. We're finding luck doing the work ourselves. This looks like 10 and 17, the way they sit. To me, it feels like somebody coming into a greater self-awareness. A higher version of the self, a 2.0 or a 5.0. Not sure why 5.0 comes out, but okay. Feels like we're coming out of a place where, in this 13 and 1 here, feels to me like we're coming out of the place too where we thought we were unlucky. And we're realizing that it's not what you think. We're standing on our own. What I'm hearing is 10 toes down. So that's good. I see this, I feel like this comes in the way you interact with others. I feel like somebody with any of these numbers may have felt unlucky in unions. There may be a feeling of being unlucky in unions and getting to a place where we realize we're alone. But not lonely. Not lonely, because the 1 is up right here. So this is a positive change. It's a good change. And I feel like it's also learning to get to a place where we're not looking for relationships like we look at luck and being unlucky. We're coming out of that thought. So we may be learning to put down some of the self-chaos. This is good. This is good. Now moving into this space right here in the middle, I don't feel like I'm talking about the same person anymore at this point. This feels like a completely different situation. Something that wasn't working before in a relationship. And this could be a partnership with money too, because this could be money. This is somebody realizing they have to do things a different way. It's somebody taking the chaos and blending, working with it. Somebody comes to a point of realization in a partnership too. I feel like somebody who once had a partner you could depend on is now realizing you ain't gonna be able to do things that way. We're gonna have to like stand on our own 2 feet here. Whether that means time for separation, I'm not there yet. Hold on. But what I do see is somebody getting to a place where the scatter in a relationship, that insecurity, the way things were working, I feel like the introvert is starting to become more aware. And we can be introverts in a relationship. It's very easy to be involved with someone and still feel alone. Even though there's 2, it's 1. So someone's not pulling their weight. And them not pulling their weight is changing the luck of the situation, obviously. It goes into a repetition that is, yeah, nah, it's not. There's no growth. It's not a repetition that breeds growth and mature. It's not mature. And this may be from someone who is willing to accept less. Doesn't mean you are, right? It doesn't mean you're willing to accept less. That's not what that means at all. So you're in a situation now where you gotta decide what's worth saving. Ooh. What's worth saving? Is it the relationship or is it sanity? Because it's almost like this partnership is dragging you down. It creates blocks. I hope this isn't the situation. I feel like somebody has a partner that or someone that they deal with who is poisonous, like energetically speaking. Maybe somebody who's just a negative. I hear negative Nancy. Hmm. So there may be a partnership going on right here where somebody doesn't realize how good they have it. They could be doing better with the situation, but they're not. And they're just cool with rolling on by. I don't like this. Because it's almost like a situation where a completion is going to happen anyway. Projects will get finished, things will get done, the house, the chores, whatever, things get done regardless. But it feels like coming into a place where we're now accepting that this motherfucker ain't gonna do better. They ain't gonna do better. Like at some point you gotta get real. So am I just gonna let it roll? It's also that feeling of going along to get along. Is it easier to just shut the fuck up? Because if it is, shut the fuck up. And I don't feel like the partner is the one I'm telling to shut the fuck up. I feel like that you, listener, if you if you're going through this and you're feeling like, why am I putting in all this effort, and you're not reciprocating, you have to make a decision. And listen, there's not something to feel bad about because sometimes it has to happen because it's a lesson going on. There's a lesson at play, and you've not been getting the lesson. So you just have to decide what's worth it and what's not. Up here and down here. Okay. I feel like with this 11 and the 2, anybody who got twos, multiple twos even, somebody's going through issues with others. This could be all one person. Let me say this. If everything I'm saying is for one of y'all so far, things are in escalation mode. Like crash test dummy. Okay. So I feel like here we're turning our back on, that doesn't feel right to say, but stupid people. I don't have anything better. I'm sorry. Maybe they're not stupid, okay, but we're turning our back on on expecting logic from others. I don't know how this falls into don't get tested, but maybe it does. Maybe it's not testing the patience, but testing like the stress levels we allow ourselves to get to with the others. And maybe just like letting some shit go. It's hard to Oh no. Hey, though, maybe you need an emotional trash can. Maybe you need one of those. Okay, anyway. I feel like, okay, here, we're going from this place of like calamity. I just don't have a better word. We're going from a place of calamity. Let's see. I feel like I'm not sitting in the center. Okay. So we're going from a place of calamity to something where we might get a glimpse of divine intervention. It's like, and if you feel it when it happens, make sure you express some gratitude to the cosmos. If you are fortunate enough to recognize it when it happens, instead of snap, cracking, and popping a motherfucker when you catch yourself, quietly have gratitude with the universe that you're becoming more aware of self. Seriously. It sounds comedic at this point, but there's value to it, so just give it a shot. So there's a choice here too. So I guess this kind of coincides with what I just said. You have an option here in a relationship next week to be the dick or not. And in this decision of being the dick or not, or the douche, whatever, no sexual preference here, whether you're the dick or the douche, if you choose the higher path, you will be experiencing a moment of ego removal and unconditional love. Doesn't sound like a gigantic gift. However, it truly, truly is. So if you recognize that in yourself, know that your decision to not go to fuck off on a motherfucker is indeed an angel school test. Okay? Without question, you'll know the test because it's a test you take all the time. You're just going to have like, a different light bulb comes on, so to speak. And you're going to catch yourself not like, wait a minute. Normally, I would say, beep, 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 beep. But I don't feel that right now. Wait a minute. I'm calm. What am I looking at? Oh, it's going to click. It'll be different. When you feel it, give some gratitude because awareness is going to be, so it's a test. Okay? So that is a test. Down here, this boost, I feel like this is connected, but this feels like this discovery of how you have to be with the others in order to have peace with yourself. It isn't necessarily even about the others. It's about you just getting to a place where you don't accept the same, you don't feel the same response within yourself, and you go with it. And you're willing to go with it. It's a choice though, right? This is like a moving the furniture around within the soul. Oh my God. That was a lame one. I'm sorry. Let me think. I don't have anything better than moving the furniture around in your soul. That sucked. Okay. Anyways, it's realizing you can be better than the energy that is in front of you experiencing their chaos and their conflict. Realizing that I don't have to go down to that level. That sounded better. Okay. Rewards for walking the path. So if you pass your test, and you don't snap, crackle, and pop a motherfucker, okay? This is a test of our ego being better, our woo-saw in full effect, okay? Rewards we get. I think I just said that, so this is kind of a continuation. Sorry about that. It's a double. We get to clear our mind. We get to clear our mind, which is always a good thing. And you get to experience like a clarity and it's like oh gosh, it's like getting to like, it's like taking Scrooge backwards in time through the mind when you had to like, when you chose to level up, square up with the conflict in all of the others. It's making you go back like and recognize one version of yourself. And so you'll be focused on like, okay, wow, I'm surprised I didn't. And you may even come back and get an opportunity to test the environment again to make sure it was real. Don't abuse it. Some of you are going to recognize a little bit of a ninja power in yourself. Again, don't abuse it. Don't fucking abuse it. The next reward after that is moving into a place where there's a new cycle that begins. A new way of interacting with the others and their chaos. It's a dominance without being like, you don't have to walk around with the whip in your hand. You don't have to walk around with the cattle prod making shit happen or tolerating people's energy because you're not even going to see it the same. Right. So, if you walk the path and you do what the fuck you're supposed to do here, you're going to get to see, as I call this, you'll get tickets to the front row show. It's right here. You'll get front row tickets to the calamity of others, meaning, to summarize one more time, the chaos you no longer become a part of. You get to see that. You get to see what that costs somebody up close. Translate one more time. You get to see somebody's karma, somebody's karmic return immediately for that energy you used to have, not your shit anymore. And out of that comes a new fixed energy, which to me feels like, okay, you pass the test, you move into the next level of experience and awareness. Now the fixed energy becomes the powerful one. I don't even know if you can see that. I'm so bad at that. See the one at the bottom there? Right there. There's your one. So it's you. I hear you against the world, but you're a ninja at this point. So it's all good. I see your energy taking a different form that kind of it's noticeable to the others. Your fixed energy is noticed now. People are learning, feeling it. Social, when you go out or online, you may even look at that a little bit different. And your approach to things is going to be different. And it'll be a little bit more ninja. It'll be ninja in the sense of I can swat the bullshit to the ground before it gets started. And you'll feel that way, but more tests will be coming. So again, don't get too egotistical. Ninja skills are fun. Just be careful. Yes. Um, hmm. Yeah, you're gonna find out. Make sure you walk. Just resist the chaos. I'm curious to know what this front row seat is. I'm just looking out of curiosity for myself here. I get this feeling the way this is. It's like not only do you witness it, but you're gonna consult. You will be like helping somebody feel better about it, or like I hear Tony, 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 lay your head on my pillow. You'll be consulting some counseling. Ooh, I'm nosy. Somebody's gonna be caring for the person who was the chaos. So I guess the lesson will also be it's a choice. It's not a lesson, it's a choice. You will have you will have the ability to be compassionate to somebody who normally caused you chaos. But you have this ninja control over your shit. So after they get their little butt spanked, you'll be hearing about it because it'll somehow you'll be there because you got this front row seat. Hmm. Don't be judgmental. Oh gosh. I wonder if you have a front row seat or if you are the karma hammer. Okay. Okay. I don't think I want to read that. I think I'm gonna stop there. This feels like an experience somebody needs to have, and I don't want to give any advice. I don't really know if I should give advice on how to deal with that. This feels like a great life lesson and an opportunity to be a dick or to not be a dick. I hope you choose the right path because it looks very I just heard shopportunistic, but I'm saying opportunistic. It looks like an opportunity to bathe in someone's misfortune. Conga line? I just what? Okay. All I'm gonna say is I hope you choose the right path because it feels like it almost feels like like a great temptation to Hulk smash somebody's shit, and you have an opportunity to not. You have an opportunity to take the higher road, and and I'm probably the last person to talk to anybody about taking a higher road, but I said it. So you guys will have to make a choice of higher self or not. I wish you luck. I wish you greatness, and I hope you don't carry bubble bath in your purse or in your wallet. Was there anything here for anyone that you'd like me to expand on? Now that I've tried to wish higher thoughts, is there anything we should expand on? Anyone? Okay. All right. Any messages for the group? Don't test me in love. Because that really felt like work and money. Okay. Feel like something else. Oh, well, I never like that. All right, look here. So in love, we're going through a situation where we can't let go. Maybe dealing with someone whose back is turned. And we're realizing we're kind of like, we're not realizing, but we're kind of like aware that we're alone. I feel like in love, someone here is trying to get someone's attention, but it's not going as planned. I feel like somebody's using their compassion and their love on the wrong person. They don't want to do that. Someone here is really, you might be kind of gaining awareness, realizing things aren't balanced in a situation with others. This can be love. This can be dating. This can be just really trying to get somebody's attention to get to the date. So there's an imbalance and a cycle that needs to be broken in the way someone interacts with the others. Because there's no growth in it. Again, someone needs to use their good heart in another direction. Just something to consider. Someone may be very protective, just a good person. Nurturing, caring, could be parental. In love, someone invites chaos in. Someone invites quick microwave thoughts, microwave interactions. Someone here invites in lust and turns their own shit upside down. Puts other people in a situation where they kind of have to make actions to go away. I feel like in love, at this time, somebody invites in greed. Could be greedy for sex, greedy for interaction, greedy for money, whatever it is. I see a change that really kind of needs to happen. An awareness of self, putting away our ego, realizing that we might be an empath, realizing that our brain is very powerful and sometimes we think way too hard about shit when we need to be making moves towards ourselves. At this time, we need to focus on wisdom, getting a better look at the big picture is what I'm hearing. Realizing shit don't work, time to move forward because we're wasting time. And there's 2 3s here. So it's like it's awareness of the higher self. And you may be getting awareness of the higher self by being by yourself. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the fires get extinguished. And sometimes that happens because we're still carrying baggage. So there's a pop quiz that's here too. That's here. And the pop quiz is about understanding we are valuable, understanding your worth, understanding that you can do way better. Facts. Can do better. Torini's on it. If you expect nothing, how can you be disappointed? However, that can be, don't carry that one for too long, because after a while you just don't try. You don't give a fuck. I think if we are loving on ourselves, others notice, and then maybe we bring in a better selection of choices. And then when you take that break and you're not looking, or you're not arguing, you're not looking for an argument, not looking to engage the others in their chaos. This is like, you know what? I could knock you the fuck out. But you know what? I know myself. At least this week. I know myself. Right. Right. And the 3 comes back. It can't be seen, but the 3 comes back. And the self looks back at the past. And it's like, it's okay with being a loner. It's okay. It's accepting that everybody's not like me. Everybody's not going to agree with me. Everybody's not going to see things the way. You know what? I'm not even thinking about that shit. Let me go over here and do me. And it's experiencing, it's taking an action towards the higher self. So, pre-golf clap for the next 7 days. I think that's beautiful. It's so good, you don't even realize you've made an impression upon another with it, which is what you're here to do anyway. You can't necessarily shake people into change, but you can impress upon others to not be whatever they're doing. I won't single anybody's behavior out, but it's growth. It's impressing growth upon the others. How about that? Simple enough. And there's luck there too. I feel like someone taking, someone oh my, takes a deep breath, like a sigh of relief, like a huge sigh of relief in the luck you have in dealing with the situation, rising above it. You're one that needs to take the higher route. Oh, yeah. If you know they won't, you're only stressing yourself out, I guess. Yeah. But you can work on it. See, you already know what's gotta go down. Hold on. So if you know how it works, you know how it can be fixed. And that's awesome. Because a lot of people have no idea. So, that is a blessing. And most people think life is always happening to them. Sometimes you gotta make life happen. So, any news? I can wrap this up. Seems like it's just us here quietly. I hope that was helpful to any of you guys. Tori and Cobra. Now that I'm looking at what you guys wrote. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm gonna go get some ice cream because you guys are quiet. 5 peeps here. Right. I hope you guys are all checking the like button. Hello, Moment. Hi, how are you? We're doing a reading. Bleach happens. I'm doing okay. Just doing a reading. For those of us who are at home on a Friday, so you have to rewind and watch it. Some data for next week. So I'll do a weekly, things we can be aware of. The first one was work. The second was a little bit more love. I think those are the 2 top categories people look for in readings here. So we get the love and the work. And I think that's good for the night. Unless you guys could think of something else. Hey, though. Do you guys see any difference in the video quality? Just out of curiosity. I'm trying to see if the HD is better. Why do men like femdom? I should make you pay for me to answer that shit. Femdom, Torini, is female domination. It's female domination. It's probably what you do naturally. Yeah, don't go too far googling. It's probably what you do naturally. uh, so, why do men like it? I think because subconsciously, whether you're aware or not, you know who the true creator, you know who the creator in this realm, in this plane, the ultimate creator is the woman. Nothing exists without her permission. Even the worst of the worst chaos was born of her. So, a mort. Wait, Torini, what the hell is a mortith? What? What's? I don't know what that is. I'm old. I don't know what that is. So, I think in the core of the psyche, I think we can pretend things are one way, but the truth is in plain sight. It is the woman who can give birth. She can sustain life through her breast. Man plants a seed and he can run out and go get some food if we're all meat eaters, but I'm not saying men are useless. I'm not saying that at all. You guys totally are functional. You're at function, and that's great. But I think you like femdom because you probably had a bossy parent, female. There's probably an aggressive woman in the household that was tolerated. And everybody kind of, I hear kowtow. Everybody bent to her aggressive nature. Maybe you had a sister or a brother that was that way. So there was a feminine energy in the environment of the male who enjoys femdom. There was something there that flips the light switch for you. And 9.5 times out of 10, it started in childhood. And that probably makes it difficult to whack off to now. But that's where most kings come from. And some people, believe it or not, some people don't have great parents. And then some people just have weird parents. And you might make weird kids who become weird adults. Other times, they are people who enjoy femdom are people in high positions of power who make high-powered decisions all day, and it's too much. So being in a situation where you don't get to make a decision in the most extreme way possible is exciting. And I think a lot of people don't realize it's not even about sex in that realm. Even if that's a part of the action, it's not the nature, it's not the heart of femdom. The heart of femdom is the awareness of who truly rules the world. Anything else? You guys always get quiet like this. Hello, Maria. How are you? We're having awkward talk today. You probably don't need any tips if you're normally aggressive and bitchy and nobody bucks up to you, nobody squares up in your house. People just kind of like quietly leave the room. You're practicing female domination. I'm not saying it's good or healthy, but you're already doing it. You could just buy yourself some rubber boots and cat suit, some really cool jewelry. The dressing up part is phenomenal. That's why we love doing it. One of the reasons the ladies on the other end of the domination, one of the reasons we like doing it is it's therapeutic. I ain't gonna fucking lie. It's therapy. Shit's therapy. I've beat the snot out of dudes and we cry together afterward. Afterward, your self-care. We wrap up in a blanket and eat Cheetos. And then I put Band-Aids on you and we say nice things. So it's not what people think. A lot of people think it's some stupid, nasty, weird freak show. And yes, there's some elements that are true about that. But that's not always the case. I do it for therapy, man. There's great content in it. It looks good. It's super fun. Hello, Eskimo. And it's fun. Oh, man. It's fun. It's fun. It's therapeutic. I don't play with everybody. I only play with the edge people. I play with the people who don't have limits or safe words. And that's just for safety. Because sometimes shit goes far. But it's therapeutic. And I would really love to hit the lottery. And I could buy a farm. And then women can fly in. And they can experience life on a ranch that's been converted into like a dungeon. And all the men are dressed up like horses. And they serve chocolate-covered strawberries and wine. champagne. And all the women walk around wearing strap-ons. Only thing better than that is ice cream. Anywho. But the for those who don't know, the femdom stuff does have there's a psychological aspect to it. And it's something we have our issues too. I'm not going to say that women who do that don't have issues. We do. But it usually has to do with power and control and us understanding and appreciating the flip. And I can't be a dom unless you agree to be a sub. One doesn't even exist without the other. So myself and another person agreeing to have an exchange of energy that's fair and balanced in the understanding. It's not going to be fair and balanced in the action because I'm going to fuck you up. But it's understood to the mind. We agree on it. Here's the limits. I can do this, but I won't do that. You can do this, but you can't do that. We agree. Everybody respects the space. And now I'm going to punch you in the kidneys till you puke. And we'll call it BDSM. So, I think when adults can agree on things like that, why the fuck can't we figure out war? Literally. If we can agree, I can stomp you in the nuts for the next 45 minutes. I'll give you a bottle of water. You'll help me clean up, pick up stuff. I mean, why can't we solve war? I don't get that. And the funny thing is, a lot of people who are into being on the receiving end in the BDSM exchange, they can be people with names. They can be people with money. I'm not going to say I know anything else about that. I'm just going to say it's not a cheap sport. It's not a cheap area to get into if you're into kinky stuff. Just the clothing alone is expensive. To really, really play and look good while you're doing it costs money. So if you're into it, and a lot of ladies are already dominating their men, I say why not buy some sexy boots to go with it? Your guy will definitely respond differently to your bitchiness. These are facts. Hard, cold facts. Hard, cold facts. There's a whole lot of stuff you could do to your dude if you're dressed up right. Damn shame. Anywho, unless one of you guys want a reading, I will end this because I kind of came in doing a reading about love and awareness for the next 7 days. And thank you, Eskimo. I want us all to win the lottery. And we're going to. At some point. We're going to. It's very interesting. The video looks better, but just a little bit. Jaguar Wright admitted to being into BDSM during that interview. Yeah. I don't know what kind of BDSM she's into. It's the list of things and areas of interest. It's the longest list ever. It's the longest list of stuff you never even thought about. Stuff you didn't know people thought about, was into, got dressed up for. BDSM is the biggest sexual umbrella I've ever known. But yes, I heard her mention that more than once. I don't know. A lot of people see BDSM differently. Some may see it as one. I don't know. I'm not going to go any further than that. She sounded like she's from the old guard. Um, to be fair, it's a dicey situation. What I saw and heard for the umpteenth time in her interview is her creating a situation where she is laying out the others, airing out the others. Is that how they say it? Airing out the others in such a way that they can't stop her without airing out confirmation of any kind. She talks like, to be fair, she talks like a madam. To be fair, she talks like the woman you would call when you wanted to have someone specific. Do somewhere, go somewhere, do something. She believed that you had to experience being a sub before graduating to dom status. Yes, women who are madam types, um, the dungeon mistress, the owner of the dungeon, if female, um, that's her belief. You called that out. So the woman who runs the dungeon, it is advantageous for her to have people come in on a ground level and rise up. The dom male who wants submissive women will put them through stages of submission before they realize they don't need that motherfucker and bounce. So, yes, you should be a hoe before you can be a pimp. It's better that you're on your knees before you understand and before you remember that you were standing when you walked in. I'm not saying you can't be, that you got to go through the steps of being a sub before you can be a dom. I'm not saying that. I'm confirmation that that's bullshit. How about that? Is that better? I'll be confirmation that that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Mm, come on. No, no, no. That's what you tell the dumb bitch so she'll do anything you want her to do. No one's going to have respect for you if you pick up a whip and just start hitting people. I mean, you gotta let me and these 10 people who have been here for the last 10 years, you gotta let us hit you first. So you know what the other sub goes through. Listen, if you're a responsible dom, you're gonna know what you're asking people to do. You'll know because you'll take a hit with the whip. You'll learn how to hit people. You'll take lessons. You'll learn aftercare, wound care, just in case your ass is crazy. You'll learn how to interact with the environment. You will want some type of tutelage independently if you are real about your shit. Does that mean you have to put yourself in an environment where you're being touched, fucked, molested, hit? Oh, hit me once with a bullwhip. I got it. That shit hurt. Okay, I get it. If if a person really wants to be a dom and they want to swing with a bullwhip, here's the beauty. Even if you don't let other people hit you, just learning to swing a whip, you're going to learn what it feels like. Because there's no way to learn how to swing a bullwhip without eventually at some point swiping skin off yourself. I can cut trees with my shit. I ain't saying I'm surgical like I win awards, but a bitch is nice. So, no way to get to that point without taking skin off of my own, getting my head, catching my hair. Yes, I've had skin taken. Yes, you're gonna know. If you're really serious about your fucking craft, you're gonna know because you're gonna feel it for yourself. But do you need to subject yourself to master fill in the blanks and mistress so and so putting you through the rigorous paces and making you dress up and go to parties and be their fuck toy until somebody gets in your ear and goes, they did that to the last 30 bitches over there. Does it it in the BDSM world, there are cliques you wasn't gonna get into any fucking way. As a dom, listen, I'm a dom. I'm a dom, but before that, to those people, I'm a porn star. I'm a porn star who's fucking with their money. I don't give a fuck. But that doesn't mean they wouldn't attack. Doesn't mean they won't cause problems. Doesn't mean they won't exercise their hatred towards me. And I know that walking in the door. So why should I bend my knee to you? I have a name. I already built my name. I'll get my fans to come in here and let me fuck them up the ass. I don't have to play ball with y'all. Now, if you want to get down with a bitch, cool, we'll be friends. Let's make money. But I'm not. I worked at a place to learn and experience a little bit. And watching that game be run on the other women was disheartening. I lasted that long. It was very, troubling that to watch so many women go for that. Like, okay, well, I gotta be a sub for 2 or 3 years. Word, word. Oh, is that right? There are people who want to be subs and they're great at it, and they want to do it for life. It's the breath of air for them. If you ain't into having somebody abuse you, don't do it. To the sub who's truly into it, it's not abuse. It's enjoyable. That's their thing. That's their glitch. That's what's good for them. But if that don't ever, it don't. I don't give a fuck. If anybody listen, you ever decided to do that shit, take it from a bitch that's been here for 20 plus years. Bottom training is bullshit. Come at me, bro. Bottom training is bullshit. Come at me, bro. I wish a motherfucker would. Here's what's not gonna happen. I like I like a little spanking. I think some elements of the BDSM is fun. And I'm not shaming anybody submissive. The submissive is truly the star at the end of the day. The submissive is on stage. The submissive is the eye of attention. One doesn't exist without the other. And both are in control. I can't be a dom unless you choose to let me control you. And at any point, if you really see BDSM situations, the guy's always bigger than the woman. He could get up at any time and be like, bitch, I'm going home. It's a choice by aware adults to play a certain way. Vanilla sex is boring. I like it when you put on pantyhose and a dress and make me threaten to make you a hooker. We're different. We do shit different. Maybe you don't like regular sex because you feel inadequate. And maybe you're curious about gay sex, but you don't want to have gay sex. So you put a strap on a woman. And instead of risking your health, you get to experience whether you like her donkey punching you in the back of the head, stripping you of your manhood while she pokes you in the booty. Wouldn't it be better to know that way than to find out the other way? I don't know. Choices, options. You have them. Can do whatever you like. So, Richard 95 says I have a passion. I do have a passion for the strap stuff. I'm not going to lie about that. I like it. I can admit that. I have Wang envy. I'm comfortable with myself. And I've always envied the fact that men can go to the bathroom standing up. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. And if we must live as women and men, if we must live in the imbalance, if women must live with the limitations on road travel, because we can't pee in a Coca-Cola, I can't pee in a can of soda. I can't do it. Says I can't. I think it is balance. It's balance restored that I get to fuck you in the ass. I mean, I don't speak for any of the other women here, but I feel way better after I do that. I breathe. Some people believe in meditation. I think 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of ripping someone's face off online in a chat or taking a 1-900 phone call where I tell you how worthless you are. My chaos is fair and balanced. I know it exists. I'm not going to sit here and preach to anybody. Be good 24 hours a day. That's bullshit. How you know what good is if you don't realize what bad is? I'm not saying you got to be bad, but maybe it could be a little bit. And a part of that balance, you're in a chaotic realm. To walk around in some semblance of pure energy is like walking face first into the wall and never experiencing anything. So some of that chaos involves boinking people in the bum. It could also involve defending yourself. We rely on chaos to defend ourselves. We rely on chaos when we're driving down the freeway trying to get someplace. And the motherfucker cut right in front of you and slow down. And you didn't run the ass off the road. You experience your chaos on a variety of levels. So why do we sit around denying it? Anywho, see how I guided us away from ass fucking into something a little bit more palatable. 3 cups of coffee will do that. I suppose this is an okay conversation for a Friday night. On one end, I'm saying, watch your chaos. And then at the end, I'm like, chaos is great, though. Gemini. Chaos is only good, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos is only good at this time if we're in a private dungeon and the woman has full sexy rubber, zipped up, sexy corset, thigh-high boots that match, and all the men hoisted upside down just off the floor, ceiling wench. Yeah, it'd be like the PsiDivine meat factory. Anyways, I'm going to dark places now, and you go with me. All right, you guys. I think we're done. This was a reading 111. Chaos fully exited. One thing you don't understand is this film about telling people how worthless they are. Again, I listen, if I say too much, people will hear this and they'll never whack off to femdom porn. I can't tell you everything. And I told you already, all of okay. What's the easiest way to say it? Geez, what's a good way to say it? Sexy can be delivered in a variety of ways. Some of the things that we're okay with having said to us, again, come from childhood. And you may not remember someone telling you about your worth or your value as a child, but that happened. Somebody poked at your boundaries, maybe even literally poked at them. Somebody stretched them out, somebody gave you a sense of worthlessness. And at some point in life, you were able to flip that into a sexual response without going into all kind of therapeutic shit. Yeah, I probably will delete it. So, I don't know, like, it's not a comforting thing. You shouldn't be thinking about it. You should just enjoy the smut. You should just enjoy the smut. Don't think about where all your kinks come from. Don't think about that. It's such useless data. It really is. It's useless data. But most of your weirdness, you scooped it up somewhere early on. And it's weird how the brain makes connections, but it does. So, I think Torini's laughing at all of mankind with that. So, Mo Man, I think, just wants me to tell him how worthless he is because he doesn't understand himself. And I understand that. And you shouldn't understand yourself. That's the problem with men. You guys started trying to think and look at the mess we're in now. You shouldn't have been thinking. That should have been for the woman to do. She is the original creator. So wouldn't the greatest balance of thought be her? We've gone a little bit off the rails here trying to get y'all back into balance. And so far, what's most effective is women getting all dressed up, putting heels into your nuts, and I don't know, the shitty thing is, I see the awakening as it's happening, and I'm watching a coup de grace on manhood. I don't know if guys can see this shit. I don't see that many motherfuckers talking about it. I see plenty of them participating in it. What an interesting movement. Primal, or what I call it, primal or carnal. I'm not sure what we're talking about. With the slow feed and crack. I do see an effort. I see an effort group effort to alter what manhood is. And it's interesting. To me, it's like the minute, I wonder if anybody ever really sits and considers the effort to alter your manhood. If you're a man and watching this, no man's watching. But think about there used to be a time when a man mowing his lawn, the picket fence, and the car, and the wife, and the kids, and getting up and going to work, and the wife staying home and cook. There was a time when family had at least it had value to the media to advertise it to us. And then slowly but surely they creeped in the extraction, the deletion of manhood. And they put men in dresses. And then when nobody really said anything, they put men in tights. And mama was, wait a minute, all right, the dress and the tights, hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. And then you go, wait a minute, if we make them fly through the sky, is it okay then if we put them in tights? Oh yeah, okay. Bodysuit and tights. And they took the hero out of the home. And the minute you extract the hero from the home and you send his children into war and you put him on the front lines so that he can train other people's children on how to engage in deletion of manhood. We have there's this silence on what I think is so obvious. And I look at the young kids and I'm like, what the fuck is dating going to be like for them? When there's no dad in the home and the closest relic to a dad has to come from the mother. And she's got 5 minutes to be a dad before she's got to get to the next job. And I look at YouTube, and it's dudes on this motherfucker teaching each other how not to pay child support. Now we're in a pandemic. And all of these motherfuckers who skipped over being a man, skipped over the manhood, had no teacher, no wealth, no knowledge. What are these girls going to be dating when they're ready to date? And to answer that question would be like moving into a political topic that of all people, should not be engaging in. But I always wonder, do people notice when manhood was stripped? Do people notice how manhood got stripped away from certain places? And it was stripped away visually. When you ask the kids, who's your hero? The kids just say mom and dad. But when the kid says, oh, Mr. Snuggleupus, whatever, Superman, like, and then a country came along and built a gaming system and said, okay, there's still some men left. Let's give them video games. And so the men sit on the couch with their legs closed and their balls overheating. And the little productive soldiers bustling around inside that ball sack. Well, they're dying a quick, tragic, slow death. And they come out a little bit warped and endangered and abandoned. Because dad has escapism issues. Because he didn't have a dad to teach him how to stick shit out. How to work things out. So, I always wonder if people know or look back or even reflect on when manhood was stripped and who the fuck keeps doing it. Why do people keep signing on for that shit? The video game is like the last bastion of hope. And that is like the greatest. Literally, they gave the video games, they made them great, sat the men on the couch, gave them unrealistic expectations and visuals, and then the coup de grace. Oh, by the way, hey, all you gamers, gaming is now a mental disease. We're going to categorize it over here in this DSM thing so that if you play too much video gaming, they tell 911 when we call on your crazy ass, and then you get shot. You have a reason to shoot at you. The coup de grace. Stab, stab, stab. Better yet, stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. What's the solution? There you go, Eskimo. Yes, they were. And that moved into another era where we weren't doing that. That stopped. Now, I'm going to guess, even when that stopped, we probably, for sure, without question, still had men in drag. I don't think that ever stopped. It just wasn't something in your face. But why are we still pushing that image? Why are we pushing men in dress but arguing against gay? Why was that ever even a thing if men were always covering their hair? Why such a desire to be a woman? My man, the solution is for women to stop fucking men. If we all stop fucking y'all in 100 years, humanity as we know it will be wiped out. And then as you guys all die off, we can collect your sperm, and then all the women that are left can rebuild society. You're welcome. Indulging in femdom and playing games in the same category. Well, listen. When you do femdom, you agree this is a category. To me, it's like saying I like real wrestling over watching what's the fake wrestling where they hit each other with cheap chairs. To me, there's the one that's in the ring where the guys are literally elbowing each other. That to me is the real wrestling. They're both entertainment. Femdom is entertainment. Does that mean you go watch it and then walk out into the street and tell the first woman you see to treat me like shit? No, that's not what that means. It's entertainment. But making your child look at that, letting your child look at a man in a cape and tights, flying through the wind, doing shit that no man in this realm can do. And then we call them a hero. And you let your child call that a hero. You let your child declassify manhood and make animation it's their hero. When we do that, why as a young girl do I grow up respecting men when my ideology of men is on a TV, in a studio dangling from lights and cool clear rope and green screen? Why are we doing that? The minute you take the hero out of the home, how exactly do we respect each other? When my ideology of manhood, I got to turn on the TV to see that shit. Because men now have a group about going their own way. Get the fuck out of here. Really? You're raging against your other half. And we're all just comfortable with being chaotic. I don't get it. But to clarify and sandwich that, my man, to me, femdom is something you might like to enjoy. No different than any other category of movie. When you engage in it and you like it and you need it, if you need it every day, you wake up, you got to have a woman laying in bed next to you and she elbow you in the morning. Yeah, it's different. That's different. But just watching a video and handling your business, personal taste, enjoyment, entertainment. I personally think there's something wrong with watching a bunch of men in tights running up and down a field, throwing pigskin at each other, and then forming a pile on top of each other when only one of them has the ball. I think there's something wrong with men getting paid more than a teacher to pile up on top of each other in a pair of tights and shoulder pads. No one has to agree with me. I don't give a fuck. No, my man. No, my man. Do you see, ladies, do you see the programming? You're right. It doesn't define a man. He was a dude in tights who got changed in a booth, in a phone booth. He changed very quickly into a cape and tights and knee-high boots. We could argue this all day. It doesn't change the wardrobe that was specifically chosen. In a room, a bunch of executives sat around a table and they said, what should this character look like? And somebody said, he should have on red tights. And everybody went, yeah. What should he have up top? A cape and a tight t-shirt with an S on it. Yeah. Groupthink, right? From a bunch of dudes who play with each other's dicks. Let's all move on. Would you write Eskimo? He wanted to play quarterback, ain't nothing. Ah, Eskimo. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Right. What about that hike thing? I don't watch enough to know all the things going on. But why does a guy have to get behind the other guy when he bends over? Why do you gotta get back there and look at each other's butts like that? Just throw the ball, fucktard. Right. And getting paid millions for it. I'm telling you, man. Telling you. I don't know what the gain is for separating us at this level, except control. If we don't get to experience each other and a man doesn't get to be a man, because we're doing everything under the sun to strip the definition of that. Nothing's wrong with you, Mo man. Nothing's wrong. You might be a little kinky. You might like hearing some people say some fucked up shit. I do too. No one exists in this realm who doesn't have a vice. People aren't going to enjoy that statement. And you can argue that all day. But it's not. We're here. We have a vice. We're here to work with it. It's going to expand on us. We'll witness it in the others. This realm is about chaos and vice. How do you swim through it? It's like being in the dirtiest, what? Maybe not the dirtiest water. God, I hope. Anyways, it's swimming in dirty water, and you are a fish in some fucking water up in this bitch. The hike thing is when they're gripping ball sacks. So how, as women and men, do we get to the place where everybody is in their rightful place? And I'm not saying women have to bow to men or any of that. I'm the last person to say that. There are plenty of relationships that work just wonderful where the woman tells the man what to do, and there's relationships that work just fine with the opposite. But the fact that we're stripping manhood and redefining it to children, the fact that we encourage division and separation, and to me, just to me, it looks like a well choreographed event that isn't. No, it probably is working. Guess that was wishful thinking. It's working, and it needs to change, but that comes with awareness. Because you're aware of the vice. No, man, you're aware of the vice. But listen, listen. Awareness of the vice beats out not even knowing or ever even questioning it. It's like existing as a broken record. How many people do you know have the exact same issues, make the same mistakes, go through the exact same stuff over and over again? A lot of us do. Wait a minute, all of us do. But those of us who become aware that, hey, this is some bullshit, and I see that bullshit coming, I'm not doing it again. I don't like that. I like this, but not that. Discernment. It's being aware of that programming and making better choices around it, or saying, you know what, I like that. But bitch, don't be talking crazy to me like that in public. I like a little freak stuff too on a personal level. I like a little freaky. And I might like a guy to be a little aggressive. I like a man to know what he wants. But if you do that shit to me in public, I will snap your fucking neck. Fuck you, bro. I ain't even going for that. Nah, 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 nah. That's in the bedroom. In the bedroom, spank my ass. You can call me names. I love it. All of that nasty shit. I love it as much. I'll take it as well as I can give it. But if we walk out the front door and you even smack me on the ass like a piece of meat, you might be a walking home motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. There's a time and place for everything. So if you understand, oh man, I like my kinks after dark. That's not only awareness of the vice, that's control of the vice. And yes, becoming aware of the loop. Becoming aware of the loop and choosing the cycle, it's your choice. Whatever happens after that happens. You can control what you do, can't control the others unless they're on the exact same loop. And sometimes we are. And then eventually somebody goes, oh my God, this is boring. I don't like this. I gotta break the loop. And you do it. That's living the experience. That is experiencing the self through the higher self. I know you can't even see my hand anymore when I go off like that. Sorry. But it's experiencing the higher self. And that is proof of what I've been saying up to this point, that you're a spirit guide. You're not one of the beings that's on the broken loop here. You're not one of the beings on the forgotten broken loop where you don't remember anything. Your soul has no awareness. You're just balls to the wall, man. Who gives a fuck? You're having an experience until one of us meets you and makes an impression. And I use a thumbprint. Till one of us makes an impression upon you. Because we can't wake you up. I can't sit here and reveal every bit of data I've discovered. Because that would be me influencing too much of your experience. You're a guide. So There's school. I'm going to say some shit. Then you'll log off. You might read some shit. You may see some synchronicities. You may discover, oh shit, I can test this environment. Wait a minute, that bitch is crazy. If I don't react to her, I run her. Hold up. Oh. You'll be learning at a faster pace than everyone because your soul has a different level of impression that it remembers coming in. So, you don't like being objectified unless it's on my terms. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know about the whole, I don't want to call it objectification. Just maybe a little pull my hair, maybe a little spanking. Maybe a little dirty talk if you can do it. If you can't do it, it's going to fall apart real quick. Now, if you're not good at any of those things, I'm going to rise up. I'm going to rise up like the phoenix, and I'm going to embarrass your ass. And I can be very, very malicious in that moment. So if you don't know what you're doing, I'm going to make your dick not work for the next fucking month. Every time you think about me, you're going to go limp. I can be that bitch. For sure. Doesn't mean I want to. Just saying I'm aware of my chaos. Michael Evan, do you feel more things as you grow? And that's important. Awareness is key. And it's key because you probably observe plenty of others who are like walking zombies. Hell, look how long. Look, remember when the iPhone's screens got deliciously wonderful? And motherfuckers was like walking into fountains? The zombie apocalypse was real for like 2 years. Remember that shit? Remember that shit? The zombie apocalypse was right in your face. I couldn't believe what I was seeing while I was looking down at my phone too. Man. Anything, like, to me, like, without being aware, there's such an effort to remove manhood. It kind of hurts. It kind of hurts. All right, you guys, if I keep going, I'm going to start crying. I'm sorry. I grew up in Texas where the men were men and the sheep were scared. I just remember a time when a man took pride in his manhood, in his house, in his wife, in himself. And I know, wait a minute. I know where my energy's coming from right now. This is personal. I know where this is coming from. I'm sorry, guys. I just thought about that. Like, wait a minute, bitch. You talking about yourself? Hold on. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah. Some of that was me. Michael, do I have Scorpio on my chart? I don't know. Do you want to see what I know about horoscopes? I know it's on the tarot cards, the signs that they say. I'm a remote viewer, Michael Evans. I remote view from scratch. I'm not shitting on anybody else's way of doing it. I don't know anything about the horoscope stuff. Hold on. Wait. Here's what my horoscope chart. But wait a minute. It says, wait, you said Scorpio. Okay. In my chart, Scorpio is October to November. Scorpio is a scorpion in the symbol, and it's for I desire. Scorpions desire. That's my fucking chart. Sorry. When everybody's like, oh, I have my third house, and what's your fourth house? And I'm like, who are these people who got all these houses? I'll download. I keep saying, I'm going to stop stalling on that. I'm going to download an app and get some more data on that stuff so that I'm not sitting here like, what? Herp derp. Air sign. Thank you, Eskimo. I know about Gemini. It's the twins. We all have to march to the beat of our own drum. And I'm not saying that the stars don't connect. I just think they're a lot prettier to look at through a telescope than to read about them. Okay, my man says if a man gets into the Dom stuff, likes it, is he caught in the loop and no way back? Or do most people just experience it and then get out of it? I don't know. Do guys stop liking football? And yes, I'm giving you the sarcastic blink. Blinkety blink blink. Blink, 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 blink. I don't know. Do guys stop liking football? Do guys enjoy no longer rubbing one out? Is that? Oh, that probably does stop when your hands don't get down there anymore. Um, I think if you're into it and it's a comfortable situation, you do it until you no longer can get to someone who does that or time and money changes. Um, a lot of I think the women who get in and the people who get in who are in the on the top side of things, it's something that you just do as you have time, or some people do it 24 hours a day. Will they change? Why should they? Why should they? Who would I would love to be an 80-year-old woman with a walker and my big heavy old titties and walk up to some like hot and sexy 30-year-old strapped to the cross, St. Andrew's cross, bound and waiting for me to rub my therapeutic cream on my elbows, take some of my women's elderly vitamins, and I probably won't be able to swing a whip, but by then, cattle prods will probably have to be all the rage. So I'll just cattle prod you until you pass out, and then I will take my little walker and I'll go get myself some coffee. I could do that until I croaked. There are people who definitely live it 24/7. I would if I had the world's hottest, most delicious, submissive male who no one knew he was submissive, but he was ridiculously hot. He would have to be so hot I could look past the absence of his manhood. Yeah, that's sorry, Lord, that's a tall order. Mm, that's right. Some of that geritol complete. See, Eskimo know what I'm talking about. That's what I call a retirement plan. I can imagine even into their 80s, if a guy can get around and he liked to be spanked in his 20s and 30s, he would probably wouldn't mind a nurse spanking his ass when he's 80. Just saying. Michael Evans, do I do tarot reading one-on-one? No, but at some point I'm gonna have to. Sitting here for 3 hours at a time. At a certain point, yeah. So I'm starting to try to figure out general readings. so I can move away from y'all's personal data like that. All up in the YouTubes. And I don't, I guess if there was a really easy way to do it on camera, like maybe, I think YouTube lets you do live shows with a private link. So I'm not saying I wouldn't. I would do it. I guess at this point, I should be open to that shit. However, however, I I guess I would be selective about that initial wave of energy I get from people. And if your wave of energy sucks, I would have to figure out how to be classy when I say no and go fuck yourself. I have to think of a really nice way to say that. Because in my world, I can say no and go fuck yourself. And they'll still send me gifts and stuff. So I don't think that works over here. So I have to work on my conversational skills. And I will. So maybe a Zoom link. I hate Zoom. I hate Zoom. Can people hack that? I don't want that shit on my Discord. Let me work on that. I always be saying shit like that, and then the next day I'm like, numbers. I think this page. Trying to think. I know that they let you make a private link. Not your fault, Michael Evans. Life comes with challenges, and I have to. This has to come at some point. And no, no offense to you guys. I love doing your free readings. I really do. But there is not joy in all forms of repetition. All repetition is not joyful. And I know you guys want to probably ask more specific questions. And there's some topics I see things and I don't want to go further on some of that data. Not publicly. I just feel weird about that. Like, unlisted vids, yeah, but I was thinking there's got to be a way to do live chat so you can ask your questions. I don't see why YouTube wouldn't make that an option. Or we just do it like this and then I give the link. And then any text back and forth could be done through private chat. You can write specific questions. My man, I hope that it was helpful. Don't feel bad about your kinks and perversions. Everybody has one. Even the people who think that it's blissfully great and graceful and closer to God to get up every morning, get dressed, and go to church on a Sunday and a Wednesday and a Thursday. It's an addicted vice. You don't want to see it that way. Nobody wants to call it that. But the belief that somebody's going to come to this motherfucker and save you, and they're going to see all the stuff you've done. So Santa Claus and God himself both have universal rights over. Everybody here is here to deal with the self. And how can you experience the self without an addiction or a vice or something that catches your attention that you struggle with? Even if it's the others that you struggle with, you put yourself in an environment where there isn't one of us that exists in this realm, except for the baby that just got here. Once you discover tangible goods, experiences we can have with each other, something's going to click and be that go-to thing for you. And you'll go to it even if it costs you time, energy, resource. It's something we all have to deal with. What tarot reader could you visit in real life for free service? It just feels right. Oh, thank you, Eskimo. I always appreciate you. Oh, well, I will figure out that thingamabob with the chats, because you're right, that does need to happen. And we can, and there, I'm not, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Sometimes when I do y'all's readings, I do see extra shit, and I be sitting here like, when you guys see me clutch the bag and I do like this. First sign, I'm holding back. First sign, I'm like, I'm going through the thesaurus in my head, and it's not a big book. It's really like it's like a pamphlet. And I don't have extra words to clean shit up. Like, bitch, you can't say that. Don't be telling people, nah, that's not cool. So say that, turn that the other way. Okay. So maybe if you would learn to talk to people better. It's been a challenge and a lesson. I'm grateful for that. Because I do need to learn how to not just let it all fly. That's a lesson. Grateful for that. And I acknowledge my failure. I think if I had to give myself a score on my ability to tap dance around the bad data, the worst of it, I would give myself a 40 out of 100. It's not a good pat on the back, but I'll give myself. Oh, Eskimo. Okay, see, and now, so I just told y'all, and now I just made it worse. So I'll stop clutching the bag. I'll find something else. I'll get one of those squeegee balls for your emotions. I don't know if I can stop doing this, holding myself. Thank you, Michael Evans. Thank you, Michael. Well, I enjoy doing it, and at some point, you should understand the Gemini, our true nature. We play for a little while, not forever though. So at some point, I'm gonna go. Okay, you guys, I don't want to just leave you and abandon you. I'm good at that. I'm working on a nice a deck of cards that doesn't require 17 decks. Do you know I have 17 decks of cards? This is ridiculous. I said, okay, this is excessive. I know my brain. And I'm thinking this is all unused. This is useless data now. So as I start to condense, I'm still working on that. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 personal handmade decks so far. I'm going to tighten up that data. You appreciate the slap in the face, like stop being a hater. I know you, okay. I appreciate that you do. I will find my comfortable space. I'll find that comfortable place where I can talk like that to women. I'm sorry, that was also bad. But it's the truth. I don't want to talk bad like that to women. I don't have any problem talking like that to a dude. It's thoughtless. Just blah, diarrhea. You're a pig. Blah. Jerk your useless cock. I have no problem saying that stuff to guys. But to women, I'm like, are you okay? Here's a flower. You need help. Let me jump in front of this bullet. and I still, I keep my space because I know who I am and I don't want anybody to suffer my decisions. But I will find that comfortable space, I promise. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I can literally hear my dog clawing at the door. It's making me feel neurotic. So now I will figure this out. Hey, if you guys are on Instagram, I'm on PsiDivine, under PsiDivine on Instagram. And I'm trying to make daily little things for you guys to look at. Because I have a cool app that makes parts of the picture move. So while I'm listening to some cool videos in the mornings with my coffee, I like to make little graphics. So I'm going to make some cool stuff for you guys. Just reminders, mindfulness. And I don't know why I feel like I think we can do chats on Instagram. I think Instagram lets you do video calls. And they let you get on the screen with me. I'm pretty sure that is what that is. Okay. Instagram, PsiDivine. That might be a quiet place because I don't have any followers there. I don't have any followers. I think I have like less than 10. So it might be very easy to do it there. I'm not saying right now, I was talking about for personal readings, y'all. No, Eskimo, I don't know yet. Oh my God, I have no answers for you. Stop asking the difficult questions that involve reality. Damn it. You and your responsible, mature, grown-up questions. No, you know what though? On saying that, I have seen some of the prices of the other readers. I gotta think about that. I gotta think whether, like, is it fair to price yourself out? Because some of the, I'm not gonna speak no further. Fly away, useless data. Okay. PsiDivine. It's in the name. PsiDivine. See, that's Torini. Put your bowl of chaos away. Put it back on the counter. Put your bowl of tasty, delicious chaos away. I'm not going there. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Filth, Lauren, filth. All right. I'm just going to go to the page. Ooh. See that? PsiDivine. And I was wrong. I have 8 followers. Woo. So it'll be our secret little private group. So I'm making little daily yes, no questions, fun magic ball things. Whatever pops into my head while I'm sitting here. So this might be a way to do the chats. It's possible. Wait a minute. Why did this throw me? Oh, okay. If I was half-assed responsible with it on my phone, my account would be connected. But I do that on the iPad. So if you guys want to follow me on that, I will be posting morning messages. And then I think the call works there, and we can try it there, where everybody on YouTube wouldn't have access to it. Okay? And that might be a way to do the private readings. And no, Torini, it won't be that number. I am taking my chaos, putting it in my pocket. Okay. Thank you for typing that out, Eskimo. You would say 85. Oh, wow. That's a whole lot more than I was thinking, but thank you. Thank you. I was thinking just tip me whatever you feel like, $5, $10. But you're right, Michael Evans. You should pay 85. I agree. And right now, Michael's sitting like, bitch, wait a minute. See, I was trying to be nice to your ass. Michael Evans. Are you the Michael Evans from Good Time? Because I've been staring at that, wanting to throw that out there for a minute. That'll be extra. You were named after him, and oh, lovely. I see some completions going on right here. Somebody's dealing with some talks about some completion. Trusting the process, too. Somebody in this room is going to break that vicious cycle. You just say 85 to 40 because you have... I'm not even talking to you, Evan. I might be talking about you, though. Ooh, okay. I don't know who this is for, but maybe this is about next week, the 7 days. Somebody's gonna split a cycle, turn their back on the chaotic bullshit. Ooh, separating themselves from an unlucky one. Somebody's separating themselves from somebody who is just casualty. Casualty, okay. I'm somewhere between casualty and causality. Fuck. Or maybe it's casually. Wow. Somebody's blocking motherfuckers from the left and the right. Like, nah, good. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but something. I hope this isn't the case. I don't mean to laugh. Oh my God. The picture that popped into my head was somebody's crackhead relative holding a TV. And somebody just being like, I'm done with this shit. I'm separating it. You can't come back to the house no more. I hope that was nobody's story. Anyways, I'm pushing my dice back. You would be. But you would be. I don't know how, but you might be picky. Oh. um. If I'm picking up on you again, Eskimo, or anyone else in this room, it's because of your energy. But if that's you, all I keep hearing is talk to the hand. Are we still saying that? Talk to the hand? I don't think the kids have moved on from that now. Or we're old. I hope we're not saying talk to the hand. We might still be, though. I probably would. It's wrapping shit up. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Completion, completion. Completion, moving forward. I mean, it's stopping the bleeding. Love Victoria says you used to say that. Your uncle broke his TV because he fell on it? Interesting. And that's health. That's action. This is illness. But this is like trust communications. That's interesting. Very interesting. Well, I guess that would be a broken cycle if you can't watch TV no more. Wait, what? You're bleeding right now? All right, I'm going to go have some ice cream. Are you okay? Oh. Thank you, my man. It is. My heart is clean and precious. It's probably the only part of me that's clean and precious. I'm okay with that, though. That's our chaos. There's chaos. Somebody's getting a lesson about unconditional love, too. The chaos again. Making a choice. Yeah. Good luck with you guys getting your gangster tested, too, by the way, next week. I cannot say I am always good at that. Sometimes I know I'm getting tested. I'm like, I just don't care. Fuck you. But it's when you can catch yourself. It's good. 8, 10. I feel like we're passing some tests next week, 7 days. I feel like you guys are going to be completing some things. And fully aware. Fully aware. Like I'm no more questions. Like I'm cutting this out. So that's allow me to be the first one to thumbs you up. Without thumbs up your bum. Anything for the world before I go. Oh boy. Fixed energy sitting in the middle. Waiting, waiting, waiting. A lot of waiting. Secrets. Well, we're definitely going to hear about somebody's dirt. Consortium. Collusion. By the way, I'm throwing dice for the world. That's what I asked for. Okay. Collusion, consortium, I keep hearing something like that. Sacrifice. Gonna hear about somebody, some connection to an actor, very prominent actor, possibly two. Possibly two working together. Two famous people taking the kids. I feel like in the next 7 days we're all going to hear about some type of I feel like next week we're going to hear about some type of what I'm hearing is abduction sequence. I'm pretty sure that's not how it's abduction. That's all I got. Abduction sequence. And there's a lucky break. There's a lucky break happening here. Shit. But there's a cycle that gets stopped. And it's sitting in the middle. That's very interesting. So somebody's, oh gosh. Hold on. Where's my other deck? Okay, I'll just tell you guys what I'm asking while I'm doing this. So what popped into my head was like two prominent people being tied to something to do with kids. A child's. This is, okay. In my dice, there's an unhealthy situation, right? It's an unhealthy situation. This involves young energy. This feels like a money situation. This feels like a situation that affects innocent people. The card that comes out is Time's Up. Okay? Those just fell out. Okay, I'm putting these back. Just fell out of my hand. Let's see what else we get. clarify. It's sitting up top is yes, health. So what I'm asking, is this about children? Oh yeah, pops out on top of that, putting that back. Is there celebrity involvement with children? My cards, maybe yes, maybe no. Pending. Clarify. Does this involve the harm or its children? My card of yes, action. My dice, they match my dice 2 for action. This is 16, somebody's luck runs out. And then my card of no, not guilty comes out, but reversed. So my feeling here is we're maybe hearing about some famous folks and doing something harmful that affects younger folks. Could be 2 celebrities. 2 okay, so I don't want to talk celebrity like as an actor, but 2 very prominent names. I won't go tighter on the details than that. This is a communication coming across. These are people that you would normally trust. They fulfill roles as protectors publicly. But damn. Okay. That can't be anything else but a group of people. Shit. Okay, so now it feels like okay. It feels like an organization. Feels like an organization of people. Small, looks small, feels small because of appearances. Literally, the dice are laying exactly like the same numbers are showing. How can that? That's crazy. 2 fuck ups do something bad. It gets revealed. This earth energy. This is something like there's an illumination, an awareness amongst the all for everyone. It's an attempt to elevate by exposure. Oh wow. Somebody's loyalty gets broken publicly. Somebody's on a hunt for data that this shit blows. Like, and here's the fixed energy of what I feel is like it's an organization that you see but you don't see. See the triangle? So it's like you see them but you don't know what you're looking at, publicly speaking. Okay? Okay. Interesting. And this is all like, because everything here rolls up to 7, this is about somebody's time being up. Somebody runs out of fucking time. Yes. But why? Somebody is revealed as a target, which comes back to this 9. Yes, maybe. So I feel like they're gonna be denial. Somebody trying to dismiss what's going on. This is gonna be publicly played out, what I'm saying. Money loss. Somebody not paying attention, not listening, not being receptive about something about financial loss. I don't think anybody's going to get the big picture. Okay, never mind. So what I just felt and asked for myself is, what's being played out going to catch anybody's attention in a way that's going to be, the rising tide lifting all boat type thing? We're going to hear about it, and then they're going to layer it with chaos. It's covered in the chaos layer is being planned out already. The ideas are in process now. Clarify the idea. Clarify the planned chaos. Divine intervention. Does 4 appear anywhere? A little bit. 4 is yes for control. 4 can be a number about control. So this can be just what I said. And I wonder if divine intervention is from the divine I'm thinking about. But by the looks of this, who's to say? Wow. There is intervention. Could be the intervention in stopping it or making it happen. No, sitting here at the bottom. Jeez. But it's a cycle of chaos we are used to. Oh, man. Okay. I felt that. Some celebrity we probably enjoy and their spouse or connected beings will be exposed as a layer to cover truth. Damn, bruh. I'm gonna get a whole bowl of fucking ice cream. Ooh. It's a fucked up layer that they won't even be able to speak up for themselves about. Look what cards come out. Futility. All of these for 1. 7. To do with luck. Fear. Wow. Which one was next? After that is the filmmaker. Wee wee, wee 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 wee. I don't know who this is. After that, we have our number of completion and ruin. Now, for me, this card, I don't know why. Maybe it's just my crazy behind, but I always get the junky feeling from this card, like somebody's dirty, filthy vice shit is exposed, and the danger that the impact of it gets brought to the surface. Why did I put that card back in the deck? After that, we have the Ace of, is that right side up? Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. So this, it's like somebody like stoned, unable to make this wish fulfillment because it's following ruin. Somebody's plans to make something happen, like, not only is it not going to happen, but crash test dummy type shit. Then we have 7 here. Failure. Right? And this is Pentacles. That's what I see back here. So we get this is a financial failure. This is a failure that stops something important from going forward. And then we have works. And that's money, prosperity, business, interactions, building things. Obviously, there's a building right there, right? It's unions, it's groups, it's collaborated efforts. Shit. Failure of a design build. So somebody's word stops the build or the creation of something going forward because someone's getting exposed. Well, they're not getting exposed, they're getting technically ruined. I don't know why I still keep hearing crack. Oh my god. I keep feeling this the crack card, the crack and the now I'm calling crack and I can't pronounce the other drug. Um Heroin. Thank you. I feel like I see a needle and I see like a spoon and crack. Oh my god. And somebody losing their status, like you were once a king or a royal, you were royalty. Is that what I'm looking at? Royalty. I'm gonna skip over that. Just go. Then we have the filmmaker. Mm. Anywho, we're skipping past the drugs because that's not right. All right. Then we have the filmmaker. Somebody trying to make shit look a certain way, but because that's in front of the whole, somebody's trying to like frame a picture that works against someone, and it looks like it works. It looks like every shot at cleaning something up is like wrecked. To me, it looks like somebody like I feel like someone is hot, like I feel like somebody like took something. Hey, there's paperwork here in this card. Somebody maybe takes documents. Somebody takes documents, tries to frame them a different way to remove, to complete, transform. Somebody takes a document, rewrites it, so it sounds different. It causes a failure and stops something from working. It's useless to stop it. Ooh, defeat. Somebody brings about somebody's defeat. Shit. Y'all, we did this card the other night, right? When I was asking about some, like, what's going on in the world? Getting a heart ripped out. Look what the fuck is here. The Game Master. You'll see. Oh, there's no shine right there. The Knight of Swords. Okay. So our Knight of Swords, boy. This motherfucker made shit happen. Like, this is a negotiation you can't get. Wow. Have another look at the card. It is like some Illuminati type shit. See on the guy's shirt, there's like the triangle. There's that horse in the background. I feel like that is symbology too. That's popping to me, very much so. The Game Master. Marching. 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 The clover. Marching. What does a clover have to do with anything? Ah! I don't know, that was frustrating. Clover, clover, clover. Sea lover? Sea. Where's my pencil? Oh no, my pencil's gone. Okay. Clover or ooh, I'm not finishing that. I'm not finishing that. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay. The Emperor's here. Oh my god. And virtue. Shit. Now I'm choking. Okay. Um. Okay, I'm gonna let Clover. Yeah, Clover. You just watched Clover, Clover, Clover. Um. If you guys know what I'm saying, you just typed it out. I want you to take the C and separate that from the rest of the letters. I want you to take that C and separate it from the rest of the letters. Don't fucking type anything out about that. Okay. Ooh, Clover. I didn't write SEA, the letter C. I want you to take the C and then separate it from the rest of that word. The C is the first letter of the word I was stopping on. If you are intended to catch that wave, you just did. Did anybody catch that? Or are all y'all just sitting here lost like, no, I'm not talking about any ocean. Clover. C is the first letter. Give it a space in between. It becomes a separate word with the rest of those letters. So, I think we're going to hear you got that part. Is that a person? Y'all still are sitting there like, bitch, we don't know. The C stands for child. Now you have two words instead of one. Now does it make sense? I think even my subconscious didn't want to send that data down. Like, don't send it down like that. Let's see. and virtue comes out. Ruin comes out. The drugs comes out. Even in the glass, it looks like two little kids. And someone from above coming to help. Oh, God. I see it. Okay. Seems defeated. It's like somebody's playing chess. Right? Creating chaos. Literally, like, okay, I always tell people you should learn to read cards. Get yourself a deck. Find a cool looking deck and just read. Because every time I really go into cards and I start reading deep, I see shit I ain't never seen before. All the time. There's always elements of the cards you never see. Like for me in this card, what used to be water is now flowers. What was it? Water coming out of a fountain into a cup. I don't know if you guys can see it that way, but it looks like little people inside of the glass where the water's dripping. Then you see someone behind on a boat. And then you see an angel guide coming in to help. Right? Looking over, perhaps planning to save those that look like they're in a cup. Now look at this bottom right here. Right here. Tell me that shit don't look like alien eyes or somebody's like hairdo and their forehead and their beady green eyes. It's something like, tell me that don't look like somebody peeking. I can almost see the top of the head. It's so weird. Maybe it's just my ass that can see shit like that. Anyways, that was fucked up. I don't want to. To horrifically summarize what I just looked at, I think we're going to hear about some celebrities involved in something that it involves two young ones now. I think we're going to hear about some celebrity news that is going to be barf-worthy. Eskimo, you said it's sunglasses. Maybe. Could be yes. I saw alien eyes because I have a wild imagination. I hope that's not aliens. I guess it'd be maybe aliens would be better than the humans. Anyways. This really still feels like two celebrities, but consortium is still here. It's still here. Consortium. Like a group. Group of chaos. Can I call a group of people creating chaos? Can we call them a gaggle? A gaggle. And that was my fucked up joke for the night. I'm sorry. Alright, y'all. That's some. What'd you say with sunglasses? It looks like they have a face mask on too. Yeah, that was a hard one for me. I want to stop there. Because I didn't want visions or any of that. I don't want any of that. Boy, I'm gonna have to think about this over the bowl of ice cream. How do I do world readings during this shit chaos safely for my own brain? I don't need any fucked up pictures like popping in my head. I'll have to work on that. Brain check. All right, you guys. For better health, let's all log off and listen to some comedy. And to Michael, I'm gonna figure out that situation. So y'all follow me on literally that just wiped my brain like an Etch a Sketch. I can't think right now. Instagram. Thank you. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna smoke about 3 or 4 bowls. Thank you. Protected? I hope so. I hope so. Goodness. I hope that was, okay. I hope this isn't some new shit. I hope maybe this is just news about something that's over and the kids are good and everyone's already saved. Ugh. Good God. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that went someplace dark. We'll try this. Try better. Now that I've electrocuted my brain, you guys have a good night for me. Please get some laughter and send the wave of laughs my way. I will need it. Can we have... Okay. One song for the night. One meme.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit? The fuck you say to me, you little shit? The fuck you say to me, you little shit? The fuck?
Okay. Maybe that was an accident. Let's try another one.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Are you delusional?
It's not supposed to repeat. It's supposed to be random.
Are you delusional?
Yes. Okay. Yes, Dr. Phil. I am fucking delusional. And right now, I'm having mental illness. Okay. Thank you, Eskimo. Never better a statement has there been said. I'm done. All right, y'all. That's it. Dr. Phil says we're done. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow if I can collect myself. Good night. And thank you for hanging out with me this long. We crazy. All right, y'all. Good night.